what is Toronto like for you, man? Like, what's how's growing up there? We can start there actually. How's
Yeah.
growing up in Toronto?
It's good. Like I said earlier, I was brought up more in like the country side of Toronto. So from the city of Toronto, my house is about 45, 50 minutes away. Um,
Okay,
so I mean, I didn't really start becoming, I would say, like a city person until maybe I was like 21, 22.
okay.
I started going out partying downtown a bit more, going out to clubs, dinners downtown. I was kind of like really delayed in that sense. Like I was more of like a late bloomer, I would call it. So I was always like a real homebody, like even like in my late teens, early 20s. Um, but then as soon as I got into, even when I got into influencing more and I started shooting content down there, I started getting more familiar with the city.
Mm.
So that's why I love Toronto, like where I'm from. I really do. I love shooting in Toronto content. I like the nightlife here. They got good restaurants. But I would like to be a little bit closer to Toronto eventually. I don't think I would want to live in the city, like directly in the city, but I would want to live maybe like instead of like 50 minutes, I would live like 20 minutes away from the city. Like a Uber ride, a good 20-minute Uber ride would be nice just from the city. Um, but man, like there's everything here. Like we got pretty much everything. Like we got one of the best malls, I think, in Canada.
What
Uh,
what mall is that? I don't think I
that's
got a chance to go.
Yorkdale Mall.
Yorkdale Mall.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yorkdale Mall. We got Yorkville that has like all the designer areas, stores. So like I'm constantly surrounded by fashion here, pretty much, right? And like the last year, Toronto has tried to up more of their event spaces too, like for influencers. So they tried to do like more events
Mm.
and stuff. So they're trying their best to start doing that stuff more here, which is kind of cool. Um, but overall, I really like Toronto. Like, and let okay, then people are gonna say, yeah, but it's cold and like it's like like that. But whatever. Like, I mean,
Stating the obvious.
I would want to live somewhere where it's warm, obviously 24/7. But like, even for me, I find it cool when it gets really cold that it changes up my content. Now I can dress for cold weather. I can showcase different kind of outfits. So I kind of look at it from a different perspective rather than kind of like look at it in a negative way all the time. So I take it for what it is, and I kind of just make the best outfits I can wear for those, and inspire people to just dress cooler, even though it's
Mm.
colder, right?
Hey, look, and not to cut you off.
Yeah, yeah.
If y'all have not seen this man's content, this is a fly mother right here. Like he shows up every day religiously.
I'm on there, bro, every day.
Fly,
Thank you.
fly.
Thank you.
Make
Thank
make sure you check out his page, yo.
thank you.
And
Thank you.
also, there was another point that you made, and I
Yes.
can totally relate to this being from Michigan because for me, my favorite time of year
Hmm.
is fall,
Yeah.
like
So
transitioning
for
into
fashion is
winter.
fall, 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
layers, it's the
Like this is the best
colors.
time of the year is right now for fashion,
Exactly.
hands
And
down.
and you kind of don't you really don't get that in California. I mean, obviously in
Mhm.
Northern California you can get probably the true four
Yeah,
seasons, but
yeah, yeah,
SoCal, I mean, it's probably going to be 75 today. And I'm not complaining. I'm
yeah,
just I've only been living here for maybe 3.5 years, but I'm
yeah,
still so used to, swapping things out of the closet. Like, all
yeah,
right,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
this is the fall winter. We got the
Yes,
puffer
yes. Yeah,
puffer jackets, we got the sweats, we got the cardigans.
yeah.
I got a custom Carhartt jacket. I probably wore it.
Maybe twice.
You know what? Not even once. Not even once.
Why?
I wore it when I went back to Michigan, so I brought it with me.
Yeah, so you wear it when you go away. That's when you wear
Yeah,
your stuff, probably, right? If you're going
yeah,
somewhere colder. But
exactly.
yeah, no, I don't mind it. I don't mind. I mean, mind you, it is difficult to shoot friggin' content when it's freezing outside.
Brick.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's a cold one. I'll be
But
honest.
but you do it though. Like
I do it. I still do it. Yeah, yeah. I still do it. Like 100%. I still do it,
because I've
bro.
seen I've
Bro, there
seen
was
stories.
yeah, yeah. No, bro. There was a time when okay. There was a time in when I started that I was bringing downtown maybe 8, 9 outfits. Okay. This is before video content. This is before Instagram reels. I was doing just strictly photos downtown. So
Mm,
when my photographer would come with me, dude, we're talking like minus 25 with the wind. Like we were freaking freezing, bro. My buddy Franco,
I
he's
got a
been
smoke to that.
he's
Hold
been
on.
he's been shooting me for like 3 years. And dude, we just have like these laughs sometimes. Like, yo, remember we went here and like we froze our ass off and like it was cold, like right? Like so it's really, it's cool to see how far you've come, and like what you put, that work you put in, like in those colder days, has just like it paid off eventually, right? Which is kind of cool. But um I guess I wouldn't appreciate it now as much if I didn't go through those like times where I was walking around downtown with a backpack, a suitcase, like people looking at me like, yo, what's this guy doing? It's minus like 30 out and he's in a suit, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So obviously, people start looking at you, judging you, honking the horn, especially in the cold winter. Like, and nobody was doing this, and like 2, 3 years ago, like this was during COVID too. At the time, like, and I was
Yeah.
driving downtown, like, because everything was closed, right? And I was just trying to create as much content as I could. So, I mean, I really remember those days. Like, it's almost like when you see someone at a certain place in their life, you're like, oh, they just got there, you know?
Right. Right.
You don't see what they did before that. Like, even people that are a lot bigger than me on YouTube, and I'm like, like that guy is so lucky to have 3 million, or like that guy's this and that guy's that. But it's like, yo, like that guy put in a lot of work to get there.
For a
Right? So
long time.
I respect that so much, right? And
Yes.
yeah, so
No, I'm glad you said that, bro, because and this was so dope about the guests I've been bringing on. Like, everybody has their own story, and they let you know
yeah,
right off the back that, yo, I'm not an overnight success,
yeah,
and
you're definitely not. Hmm.
I can totally relate. And for the you guys that have been tuning in, I told the story, but I'm gonna touch on it.
Yeah.
The times that I was really getting it out the mud in 2015, when it was like really the start of this,
Of the social media game. Yeah, yeah.
bro. Like, it blows my mind, because I've seen platforms come and go,
Hmm.
like just disappear from the face of the earth, and people had to
Hmm.
switch and transition. And I remember those moments of, going to the mall, going to Macy's,
Hmm.
going to JC Penney, go get 2 3 suits, shoot in them,
Hmm.
take them back,
Yeah,
go to another store, like.
yeah,
And at that time, this was just taboo. Like,
yeah,
everybody was looking at me like, yo, what
yeah,
are
yeah.
you doing?
What's this guy doing?
Yeah, why are you on the sidewalk with the
Yeah,
tripod with the. Yeah, man.
crazy.
And being in this damn near, I mean, almost 10 years now,
Hmm.
I've seen things transition so much. And I always want to give kudos to, like, some of the newer creators, you know what I mean? Because, like, and I would consider you one, like, still like fairly new, but
Yeah,
you're doing your thing in your own right, like, you carved your own lane, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
You do it very well.
Thank you.
And I'm like, I don't look at guys that are in your lane and be like, yo, I'm hating, like, yo, why you keep
Yeah,
doing that? Like, man, fuck
yeah.
all the outfit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes, yes.
you inspire me
Hmm. Hmm.
to keep it moving, or like, yo, maybe I should do this. Maybe I should take this tip,
Yeah.
or maybe I should go get this lens. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I think that's what it's all about.
You keep learning constantly every day something new about this industry and this business. So that's what's really cool.
Absolutely.